Hello guys, today I'm replacing the speed sensor for a 1993 Honda Civic. When you take the sensor, this is the way it comes out. The two screws on uh, in front of you and one towards the back. This sensor, for some reason the cable is shorted out, so I took it off. You take these two 10mm bolts from that side, use a ratchet, 3/8 ratchet with a 6-inch extension and a 10-inch socket. You'll need shrink wrap to cover the wires from the heat elements and water, cutters, also crimpers, which is this. A lot of guys have it because they fish, so they crimp on the connectors or the links for their fishing sets with the hooks. You can use this one on the bottom, but I use this one in the middle, and this is the cutter. It has a better squeezing point. To shrink wrap it, you'll need a torch. This is the butane. This is the bottom part of it. Just push it through the bottom, right through it, like so. We push it down, gets the gas in here, off on top, on the bottom, starter and heat control. You can use some black tape to tape it around the edges of the cable. I took the air intake that goes from here to be able to manage myself to go into the sensor. Took the battery off, but you can just take the negative. And you go in here, right here on the left side of the engine, underneath the thermostat and the air intake, which is that air manifold. That's where you took the two screws. Leave the little piece for a speed sensor. That tells the sensor everything is in position to start the engine. The colors that you're supposed to put is like this way. It's gonna be yellow, white on the left, right here, white, blue in the middle, and black in the back. On the right side. The connector, for some reason, it came out this way. That's how you put it, like this. This connector came with white, yellow, purple, and black, white. So I did the same thing. I put my yellow, white, yellow, and with the white, yellow, purple in the middle with white, blue, and black, white with the black. You use these crimpers, they usually provided with them. Crimp them on each, get the edge of the wire exposed with your cutters, put it in the tip, push it enough, and then crimp it here, crimp it here. Same thing for the other three. I cut two pieces of shrink wrap. I put one inside the other so I can push this sleeve back in here. I'll see if I can show you. So I put the one sleeve inside. That way, because it didn't fit. So now put the connectors inside. You might have to put one at a time. This one, and then the next one. And then the last one. You need to get bigger shrink wrap. I think it's 1 inch. Then I'm gonna slide. See, put one sleeve and I twist it inside, so the other sleeve will fit, because the long sleeve I couldn't shrink the whole thing, so it's 2 pieces. Then now I'm gonna squeeze it towards the edge. All the other shrink wrap, the original. It's hard to do it with one hand. I don't have my GoPro to put it on my head and film. Just have to push it back. There you go. Squeeze it through there. I think it's got it stuck. Yeah. So yeah, just pass it around. Cover everything. This would avoid any water oxidation being exposed to the elements. And now you have the whole cable. We're gonna heat it over here, heat it in the center, and heat it at the edge. I'm gonna put black tape in here, black tape here. After I heat it up, then what you have to do is put your spin sensor back. Make sure, like I said, you leave the little tip in here. It's gonna go back here. The 2 screws goes on the back, like this. You put these 2 screws, one on the left, one on the right. Then your connector would go like so, with the tip that you can squeeze, which is this piece, right in the center, right there. I'm gonna heat them up, then I'll start the car. Like I said, this torches is off buttons on top, on is on the bottom. That's the piece that I guess I need to give it some gas. You can hear it, it's coming out. Then there you go, and it's more. Well, looks like I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna put more gas, and I'll be back. All right, guys. There's a torch. I'm gonna lower. The heat's too much with this controller. Twist it to the right and brings it down to the left. There you go. So heat it up like so. You can tell immediately it's shrinking. You don't have to heat up too much. I'm gonna turn it off. I need to make sure this part, we cover that part. This is in the middle. Between these two, we're gonna heat up. It's about to come off. I'm gonna push it back in. Heat up there. And then here at the edge, it needs to be touching. So, I'll make sure it's pushed in here. Like that. I'll try to heat it up. I'm gonna put tape because it's hard for me to, it's not big enough to cover the whole sensor. So once you have it pushed in enough, like that, there you go. Like so. It's gonna be hard to hold it while I heat it up. Just do your best, get in it as much as the connector with a shrink wrap sideways. Then I'm gonna do tape. It has plastic in there, so it has already a piece of waterproofing, so you should be fine. And it's not gonna get water even if the shrink wrap will not cover. So I'm gonna get this thing on. I don't want too much heat. It's hard to get it right there on the spot. Ouch! It's hard to get it. It should be enough right there, and I'm gonna put my tape because it's hard because my hands, my fingers. So that part is good. We're gonna get it pristine in there. Squeeze it a little bit. There you go. That's in there. Oh, now we gonna shrink. I can put tape in there too, and that should do it. All right. I don't have to shrink up everything, just the edge over there, right here, this, and this guy that we got in there. Make sure you control this. Left is less, forward, or I guess kind of clockwise more, clockwise, kind of clockwise, which is towards you is less, kind of clockwise, away from you is more. Down is on, up is off. Don't burn your hands. I kind of touch my finger a little bit. This is a squeeze trigger, starter trigger. The electrical, I don't see where you need to change it. Just put the gas, like I said, you just push it down into the hole carefully, like that. I'll see if I can show you. There's a tip inside. That's where you put the edge. Then you squeeze it forward, back, so forward, and it fills in. You hear a little bit of gas, but it's going in. And that's it. This piece only costs about $20, $25. It's not much. The tank, gas tank is still full, halfway full. It's $5. And all right, guys, I'm gonna put this cable right here, all the way down. It clipped. It's good to go. Bring in the screws, the ratchet. Where's the best position? I think that should be fine. Then I'll start the car. Put the screw on the left, screw on the right. The video will be about 15 minutes. I'm gonna pause it, I'll bring the battery, start it, and that way I'll know it's working. I appreciate you checking my YouTube channel, AR Qubits. I'll try to upload more mechanical videos as I do mechanical work. The timing is just hand tight. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to, sorry, the camera focused. I usually carry my GoPro, but I ran out of batteries. I had to do this. So all right, I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna bring battery and turn up this screw, you know, and then that way I'll show you what's gonna happen later. Okay.